Right now at 5:30, the Justice Department is taking a major step to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug.
So on X, President Biden posted a video announcing a proposed rule change that would reorganize and it would recognize the medical uses of cannabis. It also acknowledges marijuana has less potential now for abuse than dangerous drugs. Until now, marijuana has been in the same classification as heroin and LSD. Well, it now moves to a Schedule III drug along with things like steroids, and there will be a 60-day comment period before it takes effect. All right, let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Clive Rhodes to the conversation. So just so we're clear, this does not make the substance legal, nor it doesn't decriminalize it. And explain that a little bit, because for people who have cases who are sitting in jail because of marijuana, I think they might get a little excitement from this.
100%. I mean, and if they're already in jail, it wouldn't be retroactive anyway. It would be something going forward. But I think this is a misnomer. I mean, you got to look at it. On its face, it sounds like the federal government is walking in the direction of trying on a federal level to decriminalize marijuana. Right? On the state level, you have a number of states that either have medical uses or just open uses for adults. I mean, 24 to 30 plus states already have in some capacity and availability to use marijuana in their states. North Carolina is not one of them, even though there's been a big push, at least for medical marijuana. And you have to ask yourself why. It's a 50 plus billion with the B dollar industry right now, projected to be 87 billion by 2027. And so folks want to find a way to get into that market. And so when you look at this, it's more for the people that are already in it. If you're in that industry now, you can't use the tax write-offs or the deductions that you normally would in any other business. I have employees, I have products, I have equipment that I have to buy. Typically, I can write all that off. Well, because it's not recognized as something on a federal level like that, you can't. And so this will help ease your way towards getting that, because right now they'll take your taxes, but then you can't claim the deductions, which doesn't make sense in any other business. And so for you to say this is the future, you got to find a way to be able to get them to stay in that business. Tax benefits is the only way.
Well, and it sounds like tax benefits and, you know, the further advancement of any sort of medical intervention with marijuana would be the two biggest pluses here, but they're not really selling it that way, are they?
They're not. I mean, but then that's the third thing I'd say. So when you talk about the taxes, then it would be the medical portion, because currently, if you under the current standard, because it was a Schedule I, you had to jump over a lot of hoops to even get it in a laboratory to test it. Making it a Schedule III, like you said, like steroids, they can test that very easily, and so those lowered restrictions on it will allow them to test it. The third thing is politics, and that's why you mentioned in terms of the way they're selling it, the way they're pushing it. Folks are jockeying for positions. That's why you see both sides are kind of open to this. You're not seeing pushback on the Republican side or the Democratic side. Both folks are trying to find a win here, because if you can get a win closer to we get towards November, someone can take responsibility for pushing forward this, when in reality it doesn't really affect the everyday user. Like they mentioned, no one should be jailed for possession or carrying it. But what you're not talking about is the trafficker, because how does it get here? I represent individuals that are trafficking it. You're not talking about those folks. You're not talking about people that are possession with intent to sell or deliver. What you're talking about is the guy with the dime bag or with the blunt. You're not talking about how it gets here. And until you start talking about that part of it, it really doesn't have any impact on the criminalization of it.
I do want to bring that up just a little bit, because I feel like this is opening the door. We don't know where this is leading right now. And again, we're in the comment period of this, but in terms of what the future could look like, I do want to just ask you, if you are in jail on a charge for, and you are that low-level person, would this ever go back to your case and change anything?
No retroactive effect, but I'll use the language that they used when I was a kid. This is a gateway drug.
Right.
This right here is a gateway to legalizing on the federal level. This is one step in the direction to them doing that.
All right, sounds good. Clive Rhodes, appreciate your insight as always. Thank you for joining us on this Friday.